Krishna Varnam Ishaha Krishnam Shangopangastro Parshadam Jagaisham Kirtana Prayurjo Janti Ishu Medhasa.
From high in the snowy Himalayas, the sacred river Ganges flows across the plains of India for 1,600 miles before it reaches Mayapur in Navadvip, West Bengal. In this holy land is a temple that marks the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya. Today, pilgrims journey to Mayapur annually to celebrate the anniversary of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. They know of Lord Chaitanya as the boy genius who casually defeated the greatest scholars, the young revolutionary who organized India's first civil disobedience movement, the social reformer who transcended the rigid Hindu caste system, the supreme renouncer to whom common people, religious leaders, and even kings bowed. And above all, they know of Sri Chaitanya as the perfect devotee who blessed the world with Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the holy names of God. Here at his birthplace, they worship Sri Chaitanya on the lap of his mother, Sachi Devi. Century Europe. The Renaissance was turning people's vision from God to man, from religion to humanism, from a search for the self to a search for unexplored continents. But in India, Sri Chaitanya and his associates were to shift people's vision back to God and make God's love accessible to everyone. Their lives would exemplify Krishna's immortal teachings in Bhagavad Gita. Theirs was a renaissance in bhakti, devotion to Lord Krishna. In the year 1202, Navadvip was the first city in Bengal to be captured by Muslim conquerors. Despite foreign rule, Navadvip's people, masters at their occupations, were blessed with wealth and happiness. Navadvip's fame as a center of learning attracted students and erudite teachers from various countries. But pride in scholarship and material opulence brought forgetfulness of spiritual culture. Seeing the people of the world overcome by materialism, the powerful sage Advaita Acharya prayed for the Supreme Lord to descend and create a rebirth of spiritual devotion.
Sri Sri Govindar Charane Nivedayami Namah.
On the evening of February 18th, 1486, there was an eclipse of the full moon over India. Millions of Hindus stood waist deep in the holy rivers, jubilantly chanting the holy names of God. At this auspicious time, Sri Chaitanya was born. A learned astrologer studied the baby's horoscope and saw all the symptoms of Lord Krishna. He declared,
Nimai is destined to make the whole world peaceful.
The child was called Nimai because he was born under a neem tree. Visitors noticed that Nimai's features strikingly resembled those of Lord Krishna. When the beautiful infant cried, only the loud chanting of Krishna and Hari would make him stop. By baby tricks, Sri Chaitanya had begun his mission. As a boy, he soon surpassed all the other students and became known as a Pandit or scholar. At 16, Nimai Pandit opened his own school and attracted many pupils. Although the people considered him an ordinary mortal, he was undoubtedly their greatest teacher in all branches of knowledge. Both Hindus and Muslims loved him. By this time, Nimai was a householder. He and Lakshmi Devi had been attracted to each other from childhood and were married with great pomp and merriment. One day, Keshava Kashmiri, a proud and brilliant scholar who was undefeated in debate, came to Navadvip. Nimai met him on the bank of the Ganges and easily defeated him. That night in a dream, Saraswati, the goddess of learning, told Keshava Kashmiri,
My dear Keshava, Nimai is the ultimate source of all your learning. He is your supreme lord, Sri Krishna himself.
The next day, Keshava humbly surrendered to Nimai and became his follower. Nimai Pandit's victory became a household topic. The year 1508 marked a turning point in Nimai Pandit's life. On a pilgrimage to Gaya, he met a great spiritual master named Ishwara Puri and received spiritual initiation from him. Ishwara Puri told Nimai,
If you want to make spiritual progress, simply chant Hare Krishna. There is no religious method more sublime in this age than Sankirtan, or glorifying God by chanting His holy names.
Nimai began chanting and returned to Bengal full of ecstatic love for Krishna. People were astonished at the change in him. From this point on, he who had been supreme among all logicians and debaters would now give himself fully to popularizing Sankirtan. He would show people how to become a devotee of Krishna. In this house, every night for a year, Nimai led his associates in Sankirtan: Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Srivas Thakur. One night, Nimai revealed to his followers that he was the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, the source of all incarnations. Thus, all the devotees became fully confident that Nimai was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One of Nimai's associates was Haridas Thakur. Imbued with love of God, Haridas chanted Hare Krishna with implicit faith and purity throughout the day and night. But he was rejected by caste-conscious Hindus because of his Muslim birth. Nimai, however, recognized Haridas as an exalted devotee. Another close associate of Nimai was Nityananda Prabhu. Every day, Nityananda and Haridas went from house to house, asking everyone they met to chant the holy name of the Lord. One day, they approached Jagai and Madhai, two drunken brothers. The enraged Madhai attacked Nityananda with a broken pot. Nimai rushed to the spot and invoked his divine weapon to kill Jagai and Madhai. But Nityananda implored Nimai to extend his mercy. The brothers, moved by Nityananda's compassion, surrendered at Nimai's feet and gave up their sinful ways.